Welcome back to Star Wars Rebellion. We're playing as the Empire with the Rebel Alliance, having hidden information. And speaking of the Rebel Alliance, we're continuing on with the second turn. And we're going to go back now over to the Rebel Alliance. They have a couple of missions they have left that they can do. We also have a mission, and we still have two leaders. We have Palpatine and Tarkin in our leader pool. So let's go down to the Rebel Alliance and see what they want to do to continue on with this turn. All right, let's take a look. Got the beat on here so I know whose turn it is, what's going on. All right, we're going to have Dudana. It's going to be doing a mission. Let's see which mission he is going to be going on. And it's just going to focus nicely. Infiltration. All right, so he's got two of the appropriate icons. It says, attempt in any system that contains an Imperial unit. If successful, look at the top two cards of the objective deck. Place one card on the top of the deck and the other card on the bottom. So it's an attempt. We can block it as the Empire, but do we want to block it? Palpatine has two of these symbols. So does Tarkin. He has one. So we can try to block this, but I don't know what Mon Mothma's doing. We kind of want Tarkin to start moving some Alliance, some Empire troops, out on the board and start spreading out our influence. So let's see which system the Rebel Alliance is going to attempt this in. All right, where they're being very bold and they're going right to Coruscant because it, of course, has Imperial units in it. We are not going to oppose it, so it is just going to take place. So what's going to happen now for Infiltration is the Rebel Alliance is going to look at the top two cards of their objective deck, and they get to place one card on top of their deck and the other card on the bottom. So, and this one is a repeat, so this goes back into the Rebel Alliance hand. So they're going to take their objective deck, and they're going to take the top two cards, and they're still at objective ones. And they're going to go ahead and they will look at them off screen. They're going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. And back we go now to the Galactic Empire, our player here. And let's see what we want to do. I think we are actually going to go ahead and not do the Darth Vader trade negotiation mission. We are going to go ahead and have Tarkin here, Grand Moff Tarkin, get out on the board and start moving some of our troops because we've got a lot of them. And this time I am going to roll an 8-sided die because we're trying to spread out and find the Rebel base. And I had said we're going to do this, so let's see. So we're going to be looking in Sector 8. And Sector 8 is the bottom right-hand corner. So that's where we're going to start spreading out and seeing if we can find the pesky Rebel base. So let's get Tarkin over here, and he's going to start moving some troops. Alright, we're going to activate Bespin here because when we subjugate it, of course, we're going to start getting some units built here. So we're going to go ahead and move the heavy cruiser, or the heavy assault carrier over here. It can carry a total of 4 units with it. So we're going to take the 2 Rebel troopers, and we're going to take the 2 X-Wings. So that's a total of 4 into the system. It is now subjugated because we are the evil empire and we'd like to subjugate and take over the world. So Bespin is now ours. Okay, Rebel Alliance, is the hidden base on Bespin? And they say, no, it is not. So the Rebel base is not on Bespin. All right, that is our turn. Back we go now to the Imperial player. They have one mission left to do with Mon Mothma. We do have Palpatine in our back pocket, though. He can either activate a system and move ships, or he can try and block whatever Mon Mothma's up to. Let's see what she's up to. Alright, so let's take a look at the Rebel Alliance mission, and it is... Okay, so they're trying to build an alliance somewhere. Haha, or are they? Attempt in any populous system, if there are Rebel units in this system, roll 2 additional dice. Oh, if there's... Wow. If successful, gain a loyalty in the system. Okay. Yeah, so... Wow, let's see where they are. So if they do it in a system that has Rebel units, the only system that has Rebel units that's not loyal to the Rebel Alliance right now is Rhodia. And so they have a choice to make. Let's see where Mon Mothma wants to pull this off. All right, where is Mon Mothma going to build an alliance? She is going all the way to Mon Calamari. She's trying to get the fish dudes on the Rebel Alliance side. It's a trap. And we now have the option to try to block it with Palpatine. If we don't block it, it's going to become loyal to the Rebel Alliance. So yeah, I think Palpatine is going to say, not so fast. So he's got 3 icons, and so does Mon Mothma. There are no Rebel units in that system, so they do not get the extra 2 additional dice. So it's going to be a 3 dice roll off. 3 for the Rebel Alliance, 3 for the Empire, and this is a recurring mission one, so this goes back into the Rebel Alliance hand. So let's go ahead and we're going to get out the dice tray. We're going to roll 3 black dice for the Galactic Empire and 3 red dice for the Rebel Alliance. And let's see if Mon Mothma can pull this off, or whether Palpatine can stop. Remember, Mon Mothma has to have more successes than Palpatine. Let's get out the dice tray and see what happens. Alright, this is a different part of the galaxy, but we're rolling the dice here. So 3 for the Rebel Alliance, 3 for Palpatine. We, as the Empire, are looking for more, or equal to or more successes than the Rebel Alliance. And what do we have? Holy! Mon Mothma pulls a fast one, because the crossed lightsabers is 2 successes, so that's 2 4 successes, and Palpatine, the Empire, only gets 2. So indeed, we blew Palpatine for nothing there. Well, whatever. It happens. So the Rebel Alliance is now going to gain loyalty in Mon Mothma. Alright, well, the Rebel Alliance pulls out a fast one. They now have loyalty at Mon Mothma, so they're going to be building some pretty juicy units from there, i.e. Mon Calamari Cruiser. However, to finish off our episode for today, we do have Darth Vader. And he's going to be doing a mission, so let's take a look and see what he's up to. Well, Palpatine sure sucked wind on that one. But we have Darth Vader. He's going to go on some trade negotiations of his own. Attempt in any populous system, if successful, gain a loyalty in the system. So let's go ahead and find out where Darth Vader is going to try to do that. I mean, he can go ahead and attempt in any populous system, if successful, gain a loyalty. We can actually go to Mon Calamari with Darth Vader. We'll actually be rolling 5 dice because we have Palpatine there as well. However, they can oppose us with 3 dice, and we can turn the tide at Mon Calamari, or we can go to an entirely different system and just try and take it over. Yeah, I don't know kind of what we want to do. We think about it, and we're going to see where Darth Vader is going. Alright, so Palpatine says, I need your assistance, Vader. And Vader is going to show up then at Mon Calamari. He's going to try his own set of trade negotiations and try and make this flip to a to go back to neutral is basically what's going to happen, because it will be successful, gain 1 loyalty in the system. So by gaining an Imperial loyalty on a Rebel Alliance loyalty, we'll flip it back to neutral. So what's going to happen here is we have Palpatine basically assisting. He's there, so 3. We're going to be rolling 5 dice for the trade negotiations for the Empire. Mon Mothma, of course, is going to be opposing it. She's going to be rolling 3 dice. So it's 5 dice Empire, 3 dice Mon Mothma, and we, as the Empire, have to have more successes than Mon Mothma to actually flip the tide there at Mon Calamari. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So we're rolling 5 dice for Darth Vader and Palpatine, 3 dice for the Rebel Alliance. So 3 red dice for Rebel Alliance, 5 black dice for the Empire. We have to get that system back to neutral. That's the plan anyway, and we're going to see what happens. And what happens? Oh my God! Darth Vader and Palpatine, thumbs down, fail, because it's 2 successes for the Rebel Alliance, only 2 successes for Darth Vader. And that mission was one that goes away. So boom, failed. Wow. Mon Mothma has absolutely convinced the Fish Boys that joining the Rebel Alliance is the way to go. All right, failure. That's it. So I guess in the essence of I don't have much time again, I think we're going to leave it off here today. So when we come back in our next episode, we're going to be getting into the refresh phase. And yeah, we're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode. Alright, so that's going to end up our episode for today. I kind of finished off all the missions. So basically we go back to the Rebel Alliance. They're going to pass because they have nothing they can do. And then back to Galactic Empire. We have nothing else we can do. Boom! We're finished with that phase of the command phase. Next episode will be into the refresh phase. So not great. Not great for us, the Empire. We just couldn't block anything up there at Mon Calamari. So it is now a Rebel Alliance, wow, planet, which I guess makes sense in the grand scheme of things. But we're going to be closing in soon on where the Rebel base is, we hope, as the Empire player, and then we will crush them. It doesn't matter what they do out in the galactic field. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Star Wars Rebellion. We're playing as the Empire with the Rebel Alliance Hidden Information. We're going to be coming back in our next episode and doing the refresh phase, which means we're going to be pulling all the leaders back off the board. Of course, we have Princess Leia captured. Nice. So she's not going to be able to participate in the next turn. That's awesome. Got a lot of units in Coruscant. I don't know. I think we're going to be ramping up and doing quite a bit more in the next turn. And we're getting, of course, ever closer to finding the Rebel base. And we have our Death Star here ready to move out once we know the location. Yeah. All right. That's going to be it. So join me next time, hopefully sooner rather than later. And we'll continue on with Star Wars Rebellion as the Empire with the Rebels' Hidden Information. And we'll see you then. The next episode, Star Wars Rebellion.